What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What is
Woo.
going on, everybody? You are rocking with us once again, One Pair at a Time podcast channel. It is the last day of February 2026. Wolf Gray Files is dropping today, man. And it may
Mm-hmm.
not actually be as easy as a cop as everyone had predicted early.
Hmm.
What do you think? How you feeling, Jay? How you feeling, bro?
Last night Mr. Think was like, "Hey, look at the resale prices on it. This is an indicator." And I said, "You know what, bro? You're right.
This is an
It was an
indicator.
indicator because the day before the release yesterday, the Wolf Grade Files were sitting somewhere around like 340, 320 ish." And I said, "Well, that is
Um,
it." Go ahead.
yeah,
On,
on GOAT, you were saying,
on
right?
Go, right
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Go.
on
And I
GOAT.
said that is a good indicator. Um, The question I have though is because every time, shout out to Ken Norton, what's up, fam?
What up, Kenny?
The thing that I have right now for me is people say, "Oh, the sneaker sold out. The sneaker sold out," and I'm like, "Yo, the sneaker did not sell out. It sold out on Sneakers app, and I can walk right into my store and there's an abundance of pairs just sitting."
Mm. Hmm.
And I'm not saying they won't sell out. I just feel like I don't think this. I think it's gonna be a trickle out. And what I'm
Trickle
saying by
out.
trickle out families, like when you go to your local stores, I still feel like you could just walk in and get you a pair, and they're gonna trickle out over time. That's just my
Okay.
opinion. I could be wrong.
So wait, so let's caveat this
Okay.
because yeah, you'd be able to do that, but what sizes is the question. Just because they have pairs doesn't mean they're gonna have sizes 11 and up. You know,
Facts.
it could be that they got, a couple pairs of nine and below,
Facts.
you know.
Facts.
So we gotta keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Wolf Grade Fives. And look, shout out to everybody who tapped in with us last night. Jay and I definitely had a very good debate going on that got kicked off with just the information about Nike sales being down overall from 2025. And I was thinking, Jay, we probably need to take a look at and just see what all the other brands did in 2025 as well. Is it something that is across the board like that, or could it just be that you know Goliath himself is getting a bunch of stones thrown at it by a lot of Davids out here. You know what I'm saying? That Goliath being Nike. So let me see here. Let me just do a little bit of research, just to see. You know,
The Cool Pete, what's going on with you, fam? Appreciate
yeah, I
you for
was
being
gonna
here with us,
say
Joey.
appreciate you being tapped in, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in right now this morning, and I will have stock numbers for you guys on these Wolf Grade Fives today. Uh, in a little bit. I believe the number. Let me see what the number is real quick on these joints.
Yeah.
Wolf Gray Fives, and that resale is up. So 44,601 pairs today on the sneakers app alone.
Mm.
On the sneakers app alone. Let's see here. Adidas sales in
Mm.
2025. Let me look this up. Ooh, that's interesting.
What you see?
All right, it says here Adidas achieved record financial results in 2025, driven by strong demand and a 13% increase in currency neutral sales, reaching over 24.8 billion. The company reported significant double-digit growth across most markets and improved gross margins to 51.6%. Despite navigating tariff challenges, Adidas grew its operating profit to over 2 billion and announced a $1 billion share buyback.
Now, let's peel back the onion. Yesterday, I told you guys what? That all sneaker brands are in trouble. I did say that, right? But that caveat, I also told you guys Nike is in trouble because Nike is losing market share to whom? All other brands.
Mm,
Competition is rising. Now, here in the States, right? You don't really, I mean, people still rock Adidas. Don't get it twisted what I'm saying. Please don't get it twisted. People still rock Adidas. But see, it's the overseas hype where Adidas truly shines. And even I know this is just a small percentage and a small point of what I'm making when it comes to Adidas. But see, people say half the community or a lot of people say I don't like the jellyfish. And then the other half goes crazy for them, like myself. It's something that's not necessarily super different, but it's different, and the comfortability of it is crazy with that 3D kick. What are your thoughts on that? Where your kids?
let me get to that in just a second. Just want to give a shout out to Nisarino. What's going on with you? BFR Global. Shout out to you for a W today on Foot Locker. That means you can, just sit back and kick your feet up, sip your coffee this morning. No stress from you. Now, is it an in-store pickup or is it a ship? Is it an in-store pickup or ship? Let us know. P.I. Soulfly, what's going on with you? And we already
What
gave
up,
a shout
fam?
out to the Cool P and Ken Norton, of course. Real quick, so based on what you just said, it's interesting you said that because
DT.
so I dove a little deeper and it showed here global revenue for Adidas increased 13%, right? But it said North America sales experienced a 5% dip in the third quarter of 2025. Operating profit rose 54%. Footwear, let's see here. Footwear strength. Footwear saw significant growth in quarter two of 2025, increasing 9% on a currency neutral basis. Let's see if I got any other information here. It's interesting though, because so globally they've done well, but they experienced a dip here in the US. That's
See,
pretty interesting news.
see my point, y'all. Y'all peeping everything. What I'm saying now, like, and what information and where your kicks is providing. Because, like I said, man, Adidas is huge overseas. Like, I mean, they're creme de la creme overseas. Let's just be honest.
Mhm.
But here in North America, things hit a little bit different. So now we're on to talk about that whole entire global scale.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And shout out to all the family out there, man, watching us today, man. This is fire, bro. Appreciate everybody. Let us know in the chat, man. Chat, let us know. Are you guys going for the Wolfies this morning? We already see we got a W this morning from one of the members, man. So let's go. Okay. We got one. We got a dub. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of reading here, trying to deep dive. I mean, this is a little the jargon's kind of heavy here and a lot of numbers that they're posting, but it just said today from January 29th, 2026, Adidas announced preliminary results for fourth quarter 2025. Currency neutral revenues for the Adidas brand increased 11%. Now it says here, including Yeezy sales in the prior year, currency neutral revenues increased 10%. In euro terms, revenues reached 6.076 million in the quarter of 2024. This company's gross margin improved. This is interesting. They're giving me a lot of 24 stuff, even though this article is from 2026. I may have to do a little more research as to why, but it does say this. The company's gross margin improved by 0.8% points to 51.6% in 2025, despite the negative impacts from unfavorable currency developments and higher tariffs. Full year operating profit increased by more than, okay, this is in line with what it was saying before. Okay, well, also this is like fiscal year, right? So the fiscal year usually overlaps like 2 years.
And and what they're doing is they just giving a full entire scope from what happened from
Correct.
previous years, right? All
Correct.
into what's going on like currently.
Correct.
And chat, listen, man. I see we got like 2 dubs.
Yeah, shout out to the Dubs already.
Yeah.
Got EA from JD Sport, got EA from JD, EA from Sneakers, and in-store picker from Champ. Ooh, triple.
God. Slow down, BT.
Triple out
Slow
here.
down.
Let's see here. Man, I bought total of 1 pair this year so far. I think everyone got other priorities right now other than the sneakers. It's why Jordans are sitting. Look at denim 3s. Some sizes still sit. It's interesting too because I feel like 2021, between 2019 to 2024, I feel like denim 3s would have been like an instant sellout.
But let's be honest. Nike messed up the bag with those fire Levi 4s that released some years ago. Fire. I still would love to have a pair, but
how'd they mess it up?
Because the following year, Nike released the Air Jordan 6 denim without the Levi tag, and that just killed everything.
It's interesting. So they've done, they've released a lot of canvas or quote unquote jean material sneakers as of late that had nothing to do with Levi's. So I guess what you're saying is because they didn't keep it to be a Levi's collab, you feel like Nike kind of messed up their own luster of that collaboration because it's not necessarily anything different than what they've done before, except it had the Levi's hang tag and then didn't have a Levi's hang tag. Is that where you're going with this?
Well, absolutely. I mean, like I said, think about it. I told you guys, like, listen, man, when we look at this frag right here, this frag is not like the best quality frag, right? It's a triple collab. I get it, but it's just a frag stamp with the navy blue Air Jordan 1 that was sitting everywhere. Again, and what I'm saying is like, yes, names behind anything helps out when it comes to the hype of anything. Let's just keep it a bean. Let's just be honest, right? So Nike messed that bag up, and honestly, I think with Nike and the fashion industry, it's just not Nike's fault. It's the fashion industry. They're bringing back blue jean style or denim style outfits.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it a bean. Jay, what's up, family? Appreciate you, Doty. What up, fam? I'm curious. Did you guys cop the Laker 4?
They ain't out yet here.
Nope.
They're not. I mean, we could have. Well, we could have from Slam Jam, but
right.
That would have been
somebody who has them.
Oh, I know. Perp got them.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mr. Early got them.
Mr. Early, yeah.
Mr. Early.
Listen, Purple Haze is good from now through April at this point. What up, Sam? What up with you, bro? Stay blessed, you too, man. You too.
Ooh, Sam.
So Jay, I'm doing more research here. ASICS completed record-breaking 2025 fiscal year with global net sales rising 19.5%.
Come on.
Year over year to 810. Oh, sorry. That number was in yen. 5.39 billion USD, driven by strong performance in lifestyle and running categories.
Come on.
Operating profits soared 42.4%, marking the 4th consecutive year of record highs. Growth was fueled by sports style and performance running.
Where you kick? Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Chat, can I get my flowers? No deodorant on. I'm smelling myself right now. I told you guys about ASICS, and I just remember I was getting roasted so bad that ASICS is just a 1-year hype. It's going to be dead. What did I tell you what was going to happen?
So, but here's the caveat to that.
Go ahead.
Is because Japan sales grew 22.7%. But in North America, you only had a little over 4.5% increase. So what you're seeing Okay, so here's okay. Let me go through this too, because it says here key performance drivers. So the sports style category led growth with 43.6%. Performance running continued strong demand with 11.2% growth.
Mm-hmm.
Onitsuka Tiger, which is
Yes.
So Onitsuka Tiger, for those of y'all that don't know, that's technically what ASICS's name was prior. The strongest sales for ASICS are actually out of Japan. Okay. Anyway, it says here Japan sales grew 22.7%, while EMEA saw a record turnover rising of 25.9%. North America grew 4.5% despite strategic store closures. So they've been closing up a lot of stores, apparently, according to this here in North America, but they still saw a 4% rise in in profits.
And so I talked to you guys about it. When I talk about first, I talk about lifestyle, right? It's all about changing times. We are back in the 70s era, right? Where people want to like run a lot. People are very health conscious. We're in that health conscious period time of life right now. And I told you guys like all brands have to adapt to what's going on right now. And I told you guys low key, you might not hear about ASICS selling out all these crazy hypes, but guess what? ASICS, they're absolutely smashing the market right now. Even with the younger generation, younger generations are still buying ASICS, they're still buying New Balance, but we're talking about people like myself who's an avid runner, who works out. People are buying these silhouettes, not necessarily for style, but mostly for working out, right? Um, and this is what we talk about trends and times, everything that's going on right now. So we don't you low key, you don't have to hear about hyped up kicks. They doing it quietly. And this is exactly what I was trying to say like last year and prior to that, where everybody laughing at me about, hey man, ASICS ain't doing nothing. Look at them. This is only a short-term fix. And I'm telling you right now, it's not.
Well, again, right? You got to be fair because globally, yes. Here in North America, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. They peaked. I would say that they probably peaked in 23, but you've definitely seen a downturn in terms of in notoriety for the ASICS brand, Adidas brand, like all of them. Like in 2025, like the only shoe I can think of from other brands that I really know of like that was like the Adidas Jellyfish. A lot of the other shoes, especially just here where we are, right? Of north of the United States. I can't necessarily say that any other shoes really outside of Nike were making noise like that. Global sales, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, globally, absolutely. I mean, don't forget about Bad Bunny. Hey, listen. Bad Bunny sneakers had no chance. Them joints, soon as they dropped, them joints went crazy. For the Bad Bunnies.
I wonder. It'd be interesting to see, since he did the Super Bowl, what that actually did for Adidas as a whole, and what it may or may not do for Bad Bunny as a whole. I mean, honestly, like I feel like I don't know if you all in the chat, and shout out to everybody tapped in right now. Once again, Wolf Grey Fives is dropping. Like in Happy Gilmore, like he was in Happy Gilmore too, and I felt like he actually did a good job in the movie. I don't necessarily have too much of a problem with Bad Bunny in itself, but again, let's see what ends up happening once the end of the year fiscal reports come out for all these brands, especially Adidas, and see what they put out there as far as what their sales are looking like.
Yeah.
And speaking of another brand, here we go, Saucony. Now, chat, this is all based on the fact that Nike reported 16% loss in Jordan brand alone, in terms of revenue. And then I think Nike as a whole saw, what was it, 9% total, Jay? I think
Somewhere
it was
around that,
9%.
yeah.
Yeah, it was around 9%
Yep.
in revenue loss last year. But as we've talked about now so far this morning, and I wish we had time to get into it yesterday when we were on there, Adidas record numbers, Asics record numbers. I got another one here for you, Jay. Apparently, Saucony experienced an exceptional year as well in 2025, with a full net sales jumping 31.1% to 533.1 million, up from the 406.5 million in 2024. Now, granted, they have not touched the $1 billion mark like the other brands have, because the other brands are talking about, they're in the billions, versus Saucony is only in the millions. But still, to come in at 533 versus 406 last year, I mean, that's growth. That's definitely growth. And it says here, Q4 sales, 125.9 million, a 26.4% increase from the 99.6 million in the same period last year. Now, what's also interesting about this, Jay, and I'll let you rock with it here in a minute,
okay,
is the fact that last year was the 40th anniversary for Nike. And when you're talking about, social media wise, 85 to 90% of the conversation was Nike Jordan brand focused. There was a lot of Nike running shoe innovations that came out. They, they pushed a bunch of different Air Force One collabs. They pushed a bunch of different Air Max 95 collabs. Then, we had all the shoes that came out from Jordan brand and all. The fact that it was the swooshes 40th anniversary, 90% of the conversation is probably even higher, really, was geared towards that all through 2025. Yet, as a company, sales dropped 9%, and their competitors quietly seem to all have had record years.
Let's I'm gonna answer. Let's get to some of these questions, because I know Jay said, man, tore my Achilles, SMH in this bed, like I'm part of it. Tore it Wednesday at the gym thinking I'm MJ. Guess I was Michael Jackson. Not Jordan. Oh man, Sam said, Jay, did you get the Stranger Things foams? Yes, sir. They will be here somewhere around Tuesday. I cannot wait to give you guys that fire review, man. I cannot wait.
Speaking of which, hold on one tick. One tick. Let me check the tracking of the Stranger Things phones that I got coming in. Last I saw, they're supposed to be due in today. Let me check this here. Let me see if it's still showing today. Hold up. Delivery oh, hell nah, bro. What's this? Delivery progress has not been picked up yet. Hold on a second now. Oh, you know what? Because release day was just yesterday, so that's why. Man, these fools. Estimated delivery date will be available when UPS receives the package. So they let me pay for them early, but they didn't. But they weren't shipping them to me until this weekend. Oh, come on.
Oh, good. Right, BT, he said, at J, been meaning to ask, were you on the icon of C's when that lady fell overboard, or when the guy fell through the slide? Ooh.
Hey, Jay Merrill, you have to let us know that for your cruise, because I know he was on a cruise or something, right?
Yep. What up, Jason? He said, I've had to be more selective too. Soulfly only cop infrared 6 and passing today for those Chicago 13s and UNC 11 lows. Now, Jason, fam, I am passing up today on the Whoopies as well. I got I have bigger fish to fry, even though the Whoopies are fire, but I'm gonna pass today. I have been copping a lot of kicks. And chat, let us know. Listen, let us know, chat, how y'all feeling about in terms of looking at sneaker reviews. Because I'm speaking for myself, man. Like, I noticed that there has been a huge downfall when it comes to viewership, man. Like, listen, man, if y'all got the time, drop down and look at those sneaker reviews I'm giving you guys, man. I'm giving you guys that work, man. Just go ahead, check them videos out, man. Soulfly said the younger generation making Asics fashionable is a win, a cheaper, more comfortable shoe that the kids did. Recipe for success. And this is the same exact thing, Soulfly. I've been telling everybody, man.
Wow.
When it comes between style and comfort, this is what people are looking for. And to be quite frank with you, I get it. I do have a caveat to say. I do feel like those Amami years that's releasing this year, and I think is that they're going to be retail like what?
Bro, those are $95.
$95.
Them things are going to fly.
I feel like that the community is going to go bananas for that silhouette. Not only because of the price point, because of the dope colorway as well.
I mean, they dope, but that price point is really going to be the main selling point. $95 for them joints, you know, them things going to fly like an eagle.
And I'm gonna give Nike their credit. Like, I haven't had them in hand, so I don't know build quality, but as of right now, I'm giving Nike their flowers right now because they're giving people a price point that people want to. It's something more affordable because, again, like someone mentioned it earlier in the chat, times are hard. People focus is like on other stuff right now. And like, listen, I'm one of them. I can't sit here and buy 40 shoes every week, $200. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't do it. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. They said at BT, nope, nothing happened when I was on besides me getting sick. Nasir said IIRC, no, the beginning Nike was almost perfect. Yeah, they were. Fly said, good morning, man. What y'all think about the Supreme Barkley Nike SB Low releasing next Thursday?
So they got colorways of those. There's a black, there's a gold, and there's a white. Personally, when I saw them, I really liked the white pair. I think Jay, I think you liked that gold pair.
Yes, I like the gold.
You liked the gold pair a lot. Let me see if I can bring those up real quick.
Okay. You know, Fly Kicks, bro. I think it's cool, but I feel like Nike has kind of overly done the Barkleys, but them dropping it to a low, I feel like it's probably going to make that sneaker a little bit more successful. Because let's just be honest, man, high kicks is not really popping. Look what Reebok did with the Shaqnosis, man, how they made it a low and it didn't even sit on the shelves. It was an instant sellout, like instantly. And if you look at the resale on those Shaqnosis Reeboks, they still over $100 for resale. So shout out to Reebok, man, for starting that move. Soulfly says, y'all know what brand took a drastic drop on popularity this year? In my opinion, is New Balance. Haven't seen too many folks rocking them anymore and haven't seen too much hype on collabs.
All right, so here we go with the Barkley SB Bs that are coming out. Again, so we got a black, we got a white, we got a gold. Jay likes the gold. I think the white pair personally is the nicest of them all. That's my personal opinion. Let's see if we got some closer shots of them. So here we go with the, let me see what you guys are seeing here. All right, real quick. Here goes the black. I mean, they're okay. But personally, like I said, I like the white with the gum bottom. I thought they were the cleanest. And Jay, I'm surprised you like the gold. This is a loud shoe.
I like the
uh,
I like the gold the best.
yeah, 145 retail on them, but I think they're gonna fly. I don't think they're going to be that easy of a shoe to come across. Real quick, it's 9:31. Let me read these stock numbers here for the Wolf Gray Fives.
Okay.
We have dropping in 29 minutes. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So 44,601 pairs. Can we talk sneaker of the month for February? A lot of heat. Yeah, a lot of heat did drop. We'll get to that in just a second here. All right. Size 7, we have 1,734 pairs. Size 7.5, 1,425. Size 8, 3,639. Size 8.5, 4,278. Size 9, 5,058. Size 9.5, 5,995. Size 10, 6,337. Size 10.5, 4,081. Size 11, 4,647. Size 11.5, 1,727. Size 12, 2,857. Size 12.5, 639. Size 13, 1,271. Size 14, 347. Size 15, 266. Size 16, 144. Size 17, 62. And size 18, 40, for once again a total of 44,601 pairs today on the sneakers app. Now, I will say this, Jay. I wonder if that number includes what they did exclusive access on already or not.
I guess the world may never know.
So I don't know. I don't know if that includes what they did on for the EA drop, but we shall see. That being said, 44,000 pairs today. I feel like that's definitely a decent number. Do you see them selling out on Sneakers app? And what do you think? Within 30 minutes, 20 minutes, or 10 minutes?
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
I'm not surprised if this sneaker sells out instantly on Sneakers app.
Okay. So you think instant sellout?
In store. Because Sneakers app doesn't tell the full story. It gives us a quick, short synopsis of what's going on. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not surprising this kick don't sell out on Sneakers app, in my opinion. I think it's gonna be an easy sellout, but in store is where I question what's about to happen today. That's where I kind of
So look, like we had somebody say they hit on 3 different sites, but like your guy Jay Mural, he said he hasn't hit on one raffle yet for these Wolf Gray Fives. So, like I said yesterday, I'm like, yeah, someone hit 3 different places. That does not mean everyone's going to have that true opportunity to cop these pairs just because someone got lucky.
Yep.
Someone got lucky on them joints.
Here we go. New Balance collabs right here. Right? Soulfly, like, I mean, I guess it just really all depends on where people's mindset is at, because honestly, the Salehis go crazy. The 992s go crazy. We got the Action Brunsons, the Baklavas, the 1890s. Like, to me, New Balance is doing their thing, man. New Balance is killing it. New Balance is killing it, in my opinion. I mean, these joints go crazy. Quality is dope. I mean, you can go on trails, look stylish. This is high quality materials, man. New Balance still popping to me.
I mean, but the problem with those silhouettes is that you can't differentiate really what the hell those shoes are. All the New
What do you
Balance
mean?
silhouettes, like they all look similar to each other. There's no like real differentiation between them shoes like that. Like,
This is a huge differentiation.
I mean, those two, but when you look at all the silhouettes they have, I mean, truth be told, those look pretty similar to me. I mean, I can see some of the details in them. I can see some of the details, but you know, for the most part, like, and listen, those are collab shoes,
Correct.
right? Those are collab shoes, but
I was talking about the collabs. Correct.
but outside of collabs, you know what I mean? Like people don't really go hard at those shoes like that, at least here in the US.
But see,
So that's what we have to keep in mind.
This is why I disagree with you. I use my son as an example. My son loves New Balance, right?
Your son got a wide ass foot.
But regardless, him, his friends, like you see them rocking New Balance, bro. These kids, they like the New Balance look. For our generation, I get it, but I'm talking about as a whole. Hey man, listen. But you're right. The collabs don't really hit the same. Soulfly, I agree with you, man. But I just think overall, the sneaker community is just pretty much dwindling down faster than expected. And he also said it's because they just watering down the sneaker community with all these releases, and that is perfectly well said. Because I say there's too many sneakers that release week after week. People get bored. People get tired.
But let's talk about this, because you're saying a bunch of sneakers from one particular brand for the most part, and you don't necessarily like I'm on Twitter every day, right? And I'm searching through a lot of the posts that people talk about. You really don't hear people bring up what's dropping from, like, outside of jellyfishes. Like, you don't necessarily hear a ton of that kind of stuff. Like, people just aren't necessarily talking about it as much. And you got to think too, like most of the sneaker YouTube channels out here, they're built off the back of what's been dropping from Nike and Jordan brand. There's you know, when Yeezy was popular and had the foothold they had, yeah, there were people who focused in, like, it used to be Yeezy, Jordan brand. Those were the top two, right? Mm-hmm. Those were the top two. Okay. But as far as, like, you know, content wise, like, you don't necessarily see people trying to build their channels off of what's coming out from New Balance, unless they're like a running channel and they're focusing on the different running silhouettes and the performance of those shoes. Lifestyle wise, you don't necessarily hear too much about lifestyle shoes dropping from Adidas, lifestyle shoes dropping from ASICS, and then people building their channels off of them.
But again, that's just not on a, you know, when I'm talking about necessarily as well on a global scale.
Just hold on a second. We're talking about sales versus social media presence.
But correct. So of course you're going to get more social media presence because we're here in North America. You're going to get that more here opposed to overseas, even though you get overseas stuff as well.
Hold on a second.
Hold on. Wait.
They speak English in other countries, bro.
That has nothing to do with it. I'm talking about in North America. Speaking another language has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you, look at Canada. Hold on. Look at Canada.
Okay. Who in Canada? Who in Canada?
He even in North America, he said, listen, man, the Jordans people are like slow down in them. They're heavy on what? He even told you ASICS and New Balance are heavy populated.
But that's not my question.
But it's answering the question.
Who in Canada has built a YouTube channel off of reviewing ASICS and New Balance?
But again, I don't know.
But that's my question to you, not sales.
But again, I'm just saying from a whole realistic standpoint. I mean, I got what you're saying, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, these joints are still doing work. And when you're talking about being a sneaker YouTuber, it is everybody looks the same because everybody's talking about the same exact thing.
Correct.
Opposed to branching out with stuff that's selling out low key. But here in the States, I agree. There's no disagreement. But like I'm saying, when it comes to other YouTubers across the pond, when they sometimes come through my feed, they're just not talking about Jordan Nike.
That's what I'm asking you. Okay, so
I don't know these guys. I don't know these guys' names because I don't follow them. But they sometimes pop up on my feed, and I watch them like, okay, that's kind of cool.
But see, that'd be interesting to see, like who, like, you know, that's what I'm saying, right? There's other countries where they speak English, like in the UK, and if the brands are more popular over there, I'd be interested to see who in those other areas have built their channels off of stuff outside of Nike.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I haven't come across internationally, nationally, anything like anybody that's built their channels off of brands outside of Nike like that. Most of the people are still reviewing Nike products, whether it be running shoes, lifestyle shoes, Jordan brand sneakers, SBs. I mean, you know, there's how many channels out there that were built off the back of what Nike SB was doing alone. That's just what I'm getting at. So from a from a sales standpoint, I understand what's going on. And I said this before. I said, when it comes to, you know, what we say in the sneaker community has nothing to do to what the average person is doing on a day-to-day basis. They're not necessarily watching YouTube and listening to us to tell them what's cool and not cool. They just go in the store, and by word of mouth, a lot of times they're getting stuff as what they perceive to be cool and not cool. You know, they're not worried about what's happened. Like when we talked about last year when the Gammas did what they did and the Black Cat 4s, and how all the YouTubers were talking about how, oh, they're probably going to sit, and then they sold out. I said, then I'm like, listen, these people out here ain't listening to YouTubers about a shoe sitting. They're going to go out and buy what they want. And that's why all these YouTubers had to come back and retract what they said, because they were wrong about what was going to happen with them shoes. The average person ain't really checking for sneaker YouTube like that. They just out there to buy what they like.
But not anymore. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the realm of YouTube when it comes to being a sneakerhead is absolutely just dwindling down even faster. These kids have shifted his focus months and months ago, way less Nike products than before on his review. See?
Okay. I mean, that's one. Okay, that's one.
I mean, I came across like several people, and I was like, hey, that's dope.
But have you seen them before?
No, I mean, they just popped.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So again, like this is an example of a guy I know who has Kicks is, and this dude was heavy Jordan brand and stuff. So, you know, this is a good example of someone who's now shifted to outside of Nike Jordan brand. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Is who's like A, who's made the shift, or B, who's tried to build their page off of, you know. That's like, I'm trying to think here. I can't even use video games as an example, but I mean, right now, like the juggernaut in video games is obviously the PlayStation series, right? Like Xbox is unfortunately fell off, you know, just overall. But it's not even necessarily system focused as it is certain game focused, you know. You know, a lot of people have had to make, you know, shifts in what they, you know, put out there content wise, even in the video games. You know what I'm saying? So, but most of the people running the systems that they're running, if it's not based on like a custom computer, it's probably the PlayStation for the most part. You know, you don't really hear that much about the Xbox stuff anymore. At least as of right now, you know.
Yeah.
And then they made an announcement. I think there's somebody who's the new head of Xbox for Microsoft, and apparently the new one that they're supposed to be producing, Jay. She said that thing's going to retail for over $1,000.
They can keep it. Hey, BT said, congratulations on the W, man. Appreciate you, man. Samuel, appreciate you. BT says, so far, L's on the phones and frags. Oh, man. DK said, when I asked about the Stranger Things Air Max 1, you all was mute, but you all rocking them seashells is. The seashell S.
I'm not rocking them joints. Them joints getting sold. I am not. I tell you all the time, I am not a Foamposite fan like that at all. I got respect for the Foamposites. I'm just not a fan. Because remember, Jay, I hit on them Tekken Foamposites too a long time.
Yeah, you got rid of them. You sold them. You did a raffle.
Sold them joints. Yeah, I raffled them off.
I'm excited for the listen, I like Foamposites, man. I'm gonna build my Foamposite collect back up, man. I like Foamposites, and I just went back and looked at some things, man. Do y'all remember the Penny Hardaway Zooms that they dropped? Y'all remember these? The Nike Zoom rookies? Y'all remember them joints? Come on, man. Y'all remember these joints right here? Come on, man. The Galaxy joints. Come on, man. Listen.
How do you feel about them now trying to expand the Galaxy? Like they're putting the Galaxy patent leather on those 11s. And I think there's I think they did GT Futures. They put the Galaxy print on them too.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about them expanding the Galaxy line like that?
I mean, I don't really care. I mean, long as it's dope. Long as I like the way it looks. I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Do you like the concept of the 11s?
It's a pass for me.
You think it should have been black instead of white? Like black uppers instead of white uppers?
Not necessarily. I mean, it might have popped a little bit better, but for me, it's kind of like it's a pass for me, to be quite frank with you. Y'all know, listen, I like 11s, but the older I get, 11s are moving down on popularity lists for me, and I just think 11s need a break. Put them bad boys in the vault and let them rest.
Do you think that they should have kept to the ideal mindset of the 11s to where, for example, I believe when they were created, the thought process was a sneaker you could rock on the court and with a suit. Do you feel like the shoes should have maintained that type of vibe throughout to where I guess you could call it like the sophisticated Jordan silhouette, or do you like what they've done with it?
No, I mean, I don't mind the innovation. Just like, for example, what was that Atlanta pair, right? Where that 11, it was like pretty much all leather. So that wasn't patent leather. If y'all remember, I did that sneaker review, and I'll be
Which
honest,
one?
The Atlanta.
The Atlanta. Sorry,
the Atlanta pair, right. Even though that kick is a pass to me, but I like the way the quality felt, you know. So I'm open to, you know, Nike, you know, expanding a little bit on the 11s, but the 11s are burnt, man. They've done 11s too many times. I mean, the Space Jams are coming. Yes, we're gonna get the Space Jams. I get it, but like outside of that, like I'm not gonna pick up another 11. And honestly, I just don't need another 11. I mean, put them things away. Let them rest. Go refigure out something else, man. I mean, traditions are meant to be broken. Break that tradition. Last year was just too many 11s dropping, and 11s just don't hit the same. Because if they did, the whole entire community would be going crazy again over 11s. I get it. The Gammas was something special, yes. But outside of that, put them bad boys to sleep.
Do you think that maybe, how about this? Do you feel as though because of the shout out to Ohio, what's going on with you, my guy? Appreciate you being tapped in. Jay, I'm starting to think about this more and more and more. And I do feel like if Nike just stopped making sneakers tomorrow, okay? If Nike just stopped making sneakers tomorrow, I don't necessarily feel like we would have a shoe game to even talk about. That being said, I do feel as though that without the resale characteristic behind a lot of these kicks, truth be told, I feel like it's just exposing more and more to the people who are here because of like the clout that some of these shoes would give you versus them actually liking the shoes. Because when you think about it, Jay, all these silhouettes, bro, the Jordan 1 was created when? Back in 1985. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Like these shoes, when you look at what Mike played, to lifestyle wise, they're, for the most part, they're decent to wear, but compared to what we have today, they're not as streamlined. Like they're dare I say bulky. They're bulky compared to today's more streamlined, more performance minded basketball shoes. And that comfort thing is also it for a lot of people.
Well,
7 minutes, y'all.
7 minutes. I don't think Jordans are bulky. I just don't.
You don't think that in comparison to today's basketball shoe?
No. I'm agreeing with you saying, right?
Okay.
But to me, they're just not bulky. But yes, like styles have changed. Technology has gotten better. Technology has gotten better for the good and for the worse, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think all of the tech that we get is absolutely necessarily better, but overall, I'm definitely gonna say tech is better for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For me, they are timeless. I don't really like the streamlined stuff. Yes, BT facts, man. Like these are timeless kicks.
But they're timeless to us. Like again, like we had this discussion yesterday.
Yep.
35 and above, like we're always going to look at these with rose-colored glasses on because not only did we love the shoes, but we loved the guy that made these shoes famous. We loved the guy that, achieved what he achieved throughout his NBA career wearing these different sneakers. And then they get, we got all these different colorways and we have this. Remember when we used to, do this, stand in line for shoes, try to chase them down. There's all these fond memories.
But remember,
for us, right?
But remember why was Jordan Brand so popular back then? Take away the fact because Michael had the shoes on. What really differentiated the Jordan Brand sneakers from other sneakers? And let me tell you guys why.
Okay.
And what it was. First of all, it was quality. Back then, you can tell an absolute difference when you put on a Jordan Nike sneaker from another sneaker. The quality was impeccable. The tech was on another planet. There was a huge difference when you put on a Jordan Nike product than when you put on another kick. Now, you really cannot differentiate the feeling of all these brands because competition has gotten so much better. Tech has gotten so much better. Everybody is putting crazy quality, not all the time, but material wise and tech in their kicks. So let's be honest. That's why the Jordan brand excelled, not only because of Mike, because of the storytelling, and because back then the quality was on another level. Now it's not like that.
But hold on, Jay.
It's not
Hold on,
like
Jay.
that.
Hold on, Jay. Like you know, you only like maybe a year or two older than me or whatever. Like I can't recall me being younger, getting my shoes and going, "Oh my God, look at the grain of leather on this sneaker." I wasn't thinking about that nonsense back then. Like
So go ahead.
no one, as kids, you're not thinking about that. Like
Who?
you putting on that shoe, and bro, come on, bro. At 10 years old,
Let
you
me
mean to tell me you was researching leather quality?
let
Stop
me
it.
let me tell you this
Stop it.
right now. Let me tell
Stop
you right. I didn't say research and leather quality, but when I say I've been in doing this for beyond a long time, I would go to stores and literally touch kicks, put them on, try them on, and I felt the difference. I'm not saying, oh, this grain of leather. You could literally tell what was trash and what was not trash when you went to the store to pick up kicks. You could, and yes, Jay
bro.
is and still was that type of kid.
Bro,
Okay,
hold on a second. Hold on a second. You was going to have that feeling of putting on a Jordan shoe versus any other basketball player sneaker back then because you were like, this is Michael Jordan. These are Jordan sneakers.
but not only that, quality. Listen.
At
You can
10
say
years
what you
old, all
want.
I knew was at 10 years old, I
Not
got
me,
me a Michael Jordan shoe.
not me,
Okay.
because
If
I would
you
go to the
if
store.
you if you're saying you knew about quality like that at that age, then kudos to you. But I
You could
would
tell.
I would
You could tell.
listen. To me, it was okay. You could tell because the Jordan sneakers they obviously stood out amongst everything else that Nike was putting out, amongst anything any brand was putting out.
So
Michael Jordan shoes.
here's the difference between me and other
Two
people.
minutes. 2 minutes, y'all.
2 minutes. Like, here's the difference between me and other people. When I said I have been nothing but a sneakerhead from day one, it has been day one. My father was
Mm-hmm.
not a sneaker guy. He was always rocking like top of the line dress shoes. So I got
Okay.
my passion, my love really from sneakers from my dad when it comes to footwear. So
Mm-hmm.
like it doesn't matter what left or right thinks. I would go and like do shoe shopping with my pops for sneakers, for dress shoes. That's what I did. That's what I enjoyed doing with my pops when he like
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and get his suit tailor made. So it don't matter. Yes, Jay can tell, and Jay liked the quality in a different quality of sneakers, and when it comes to dress shoes, facts.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't out here just saying, oh, let me just get whatever. No. And
Okay.
let me give you guys a quick backstory about me because again, I was the only kid that can go outside, have all white on, and come back not dirty. I was that type of kid. I'll let y'all get dirty. I wouldn't. I was that type of kid.
Oh, for Grizzly, what's going on with you, my guy? What's up? What's
So,
up? Shout out to everybody tapped in. It's 9:59. We got a minute left
so
here until these Wolf Grade Fives drop at 10 o'clock, guys. 44,000 plus pairs on the sneakers app
mhm.
today. So there's pairs out there, but we believe if you put some footwork in outside of online, you should be able to go ahead and cop these shoes.
Yeah.
That being said, real quick here. It's 10 o'clock, y'all. It is 10 o'clock
It
officially.
dropped.
All right. The lies are lucky. Let us know if and when these dubs come through. Now, again, we were talking about this earlier, how resale is still in the 300s for this
Mm-hmm.
shoe, and it is release day. So
Yes.
we shall see what's going on out here. We shall see what it's looking like. Y'all let us know.
Yep. But let's get back to it. So yeah, if you guys remember XJ900s, if you
Nope.
guys remember ponies,
I remember
right? If you
ponies.
guys remember the LA, I'm gonna make it easier. Do you guys remember the LA Gears?
Everybody remember LA
Okay,
Gears.
so when you put on or you touch the different quality of materials from a Jordan back then to those there was night and day. there was night and day. It was no close when it came to like the quality and the style. So for those who can go back and remember, as I remember, drop that in the chat, man. Y'all would know.
And so to me, what stood out about Jordans back then was the design. Shoes seemed from another planet. Exactly.
See?
That's what I'm saying. The designs is what stood out. Like, and I had me some LA Gears. I just like the fact that them joints lit up every time I walked around. I wasn't thinking about like, oh, this quality of leather is like above anything else. Like I just wasn't in my thought process, whatever, at all. But I mean, if that was for you, again, to me, what they was, they were, because we talk about this too, like, I'm trying to think where else they do this, to where there's what the actual athlete wears versus what they give to you. And I'm trying to think where they do this at. Okay, I think one area we could look at, maybe, like, I guess in cars, right? Like they produce, there's the actual output of some of the cars that they take to the track versus the version you as a consumer get to have. So some of the styling cues are there, and maybe it's the same engine, but it's detuned. Versus what they advertised was, the same shoe that Mike has on feet is the same shoe you get to buy in store, down to the way it's stitched and everything. There was no necessarily quote unquote difference between them. Would you say that's a fair analogy, or you think like you got something maybe better?
No. I mean, when it comes to the shoe game, yeah, I mean, we're not getting anything like less than what the players on the floor is getting.
They said they did the same thing to me with the unis yesterday, fellas. When I go to submit payment, it's not black. It's in a gray thing, and then you got to go out and go all the way back to check out. What kind of phone do you have? Because I know that they were talking about checking for updates as well.
Yep.
I don't know if you have your phone set to automatic updates. I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
Look, go to your app store and make sure that you are up to date, bro. 04 Grizzly, I'm passing up today too, bro, on the Wolfies, man. I have bigger fish to fry. So I'm passing on the Wolfies today.
Jordan had the first visible air. What's this air button?
Yes, he's talking about that. You talking about the unit?
No, we didn't.
Are you talking about the unit?
The air unit was shown on sneakers prior to Jordans, because the air unit thing. Remember, the first time they had the visible air unit was with the Air Max Big Bubbles from who was the shoe designer, Jay? What's his name?
We're not talking about Tinker Hatfield.
Yes, Tinker Hatfield, because he didn't start using the visible air unit until the Jordan 3. But they were already using visible air units on other silhouettes that Tinker Hatfield designed other sneakers outside of just Jordan's sneakers. Let's see here. All that BS, all BS. That app, I went for an extra pair on this app. I should just go pick up my spares and forget about this. This is stupid, what I just did. All right, Jay Muro got him. Nice.
Let's go, Jay.
Let's go. That's 3 dubs, I think, so far.
That's 3. Let's go.
Nice. And he was a size 14. Let's see here, like they're putting. Yeah. You had EA and didn't take it.
Yeah, so the Air unit should have dropped an 87, and then the Air Jordan 3 Should have dropped. Of course, it dropped in '88, so it was a 1 year prior. 1 year prior.
So
Let's go,
the
Chuck.
first time they used the visible air unit was in '87.
That's what it said. It said '87 when I looked it up. So
And
hopefully
what
that
shoe is that?
information is correct. I just
What
put
shoe is
air
that?
unit. I just put visible air unit.
All right, hold on. What was the first shoe from Nike with the visible air unit? Yeah, Nike Air Max 1. March 26, 1987. Designed by Tinker Hatfield. There we go.
87.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 year prior.
Yep, 1 year prior, and then they threw it in the Jordan 3.
Hey, UNC 1287 pending means they're waiting. You're waiting to see if you get that. If you get the W, so you're waiting to get your answer, bro.
I was pending yesterday on the Varsity Red Unions for a good 4 to 5 minutes before I got the dub. So it doesn't mean you're going to take an L. It's just, there's a lot of people in there trying to cop right now. A lot of people in there trying to cop. So you just got to be patient. Do not back out of the page. How about that?
so check this out. Y'all ready? A 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, 12, and 13 are still waiting. Those are the ones that have not sold out.
So they're still allocating pairs.
Yep.
So, now don't forget, guys, these did drop in all retail stores. So JD Sports, Finish Line, Foot Locker, Champs, Snipes, DTLR, The Better Generation, Soul Play, the Dark Side Initiative. Like all these places got Wolf Gray 5s. And if you missed today, there will be some upcoming restocks. There will be. I mean, shoot, they just restocked Gamma 11s and Black Cat 4s again on JD Sport Finish Line like 2-3 days ago. So
yeah,
there's pairs out there.
Tyler sold out.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Listen, y'all, I told you guys Sneakers App doesn't tell the story if a kick really sold out. I believe, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I just feel like, again, the Air Jordan 5 Wolfies, they're going to trickle out. I think you can walk in the stores and probably get them. So,
fact, yeah, man, you got to make sure to, I don't know if you have your set to automatic updates, but I know I was listening in yesterday to Unbreakable Kicks, and I know he was reminding people to make sure to check and see if there's any updates for their apps.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to check, especially if you got iPhone. Check to make sure there's no updates out there that you need to push. So, because listen, I've gotten the spinning wheel of death, and my app has been updated. It just happens sometimes, unfortunately.
Here we go.
It just happens.
This is what I'm looking at right now.
So it's showing there's sizes available. Let me go in here and see what we got. Let me go.
So now it says the men's size sold out. It just popped up.
They're cooked. Whoa, damn, Jay, it's 10:09. They cooked on the Sneakers app in 9 minutes. Interesting. 44,000 pairs just said poof.
Yep. Just OG said, glad I got EA. Yes, sir. So, hey, man, look like there's 5 people in the chat who got the dub today. Did a lot of y'all pass up?
Maybe they're still pending. Maybe they're still pending. Maybe they're still pending.
But yeah, y'all, like, to me, if you put white laces in these Wolf Gray 5s, I think the sneaker just gonna go to the next planet.
White laces?
Man, go to the next planet on them joints.
White laces, red laces, like maybe a light silver. I mean, they come with a kind of grayish silver anyway.
Mm-hmm. Ohio said, I'm still pending.
There we go. I mean, that's not a bad place to be. That's not a bad place to be. Still pending. You think black? What do you think about black laces in here? No,
I mean,
probably
black
not.
laces is okay.
Yeah, it'll
It's
be all
okay.
right. Mm.
It's okay.
Yellow would look good. Ooh, you know what would look good in these, Jay? Them lime green joints, them highlighter green or the lime
Like the
green
green
joints.
beans, like the green
Yeah,
beans.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yep. They would look good in there.
Hey, chat, listen,
Orange.
man. Hey, listen, man. Chat, y'all the number one, man. Like, we definitely need y'all to go ahead and double tap that screen, man.
Yeah, run them lights up.
Run them lights up, chat. Come on, man. Run them lights up.
So, what do you think? Like it'd be interesting to look at these other brands and see what they have been doing to have record sales like that. Uh, I don't know. I mean, what could Nike do to turn it around? You know, because even though they're talked about now, granted, right? Let's also say this because they still pull, even though sales were down, they still pulled in more money than these other brands did. They still pulled in more money, So even
Well,
percentage is down, but
yeah, but I mean, yeah, but look how many sneakers Nike's drop. Look how many sneakers they drop.
well, they don't sell just sneakers though.
Yeah, but when you think of Nike, people thinking about the shoes first. They're not thinking about the apparel. They just not. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, let's be honest. Because not every Nike apparel sells out. Right? Last week, I think they did a phenomenal job with the Stranger Things. They did a phenomenal job. I think that was the Stranger Things theme. I think. Um,
So real
was that
quick
last week?
to put things in perspective,
Mm-hmm.
right? So Adidas made $29.5 billion last year. That was their total revenue for 2025. Nike's total revenue was $46.3 billion, even though they saw a 16% drop. Well, excuse me, a 9% overall drop in sales for the company, including a 16% drop for Jordan brand alone. So even with that, they still made, more
An
money.
abundance of money.
They still made almost double
Mm-hmm.
Adidas,
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
again, for context.
Hey, like I said, but when you drop more stuff, I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, just because you drop more stuff doesn't mean necessarily it translates into more sales. So
But you
people
have a
still
high
got to go out.
propensity. But you have a high propensity to make more money because you're dropping more stuff.
But if people ain't buying the shit, it don't matter. There's companies that drop a lot of stuff and people don't buy it and they go out of business. Look at all these stores. Macy's had a lot of stuff and they closing up every
Yeah,
day.
but it's not. Yeah, but that's the store. Macy's don't make their own clothes. You know what I'm saying? But I
Granted,
get it.
but you to me, okay. Remember who was the juggernaut in when it came to spandex apparel? Under Armour, right?
It's true.
Under Armour. Everybody was trying to get Under Armour's cold gear, hot gear. Under Armour dropped those dope commercials for, remember like the cleats, the click clack, and all that stuff. Like when it came to wearing gear, like
Workout gear.
Workout gear. That's what I'm saying, right? And then Nike came along with their own dry fit stuff and started competing against it, and then people started gravitating towards Nike's dry fit. Look what's happening to Under Armour. Under Armour's going into the tank.
Yeah. You don't really see the advertisement for Under Armour like that. And
They lost Steph Curry. They're
they lost
losing.
Steph.
They're losing other athletes. So you can make a good product, but if no one's to buy, I mean, look what's going to happen to you. Like if people woke up tomorrow and just said, I don't feel like buying Nike no more, even though Nike's got all this stuff out here to buy.
Yeah. True Swags, he said, "What it do, my brother?
What up with you? What
My
up
God.
with you?
My
My
God.
phone is broken, but OASS on the fives. What's that mean? My phone is broken, but OASS. I don't know what OASS means. I hope that means somehow it's trying to say he got a dub. He said my phone is broken, but so hopefully it's some type of dub in there. But maybe he's asked out. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Ohio, are you still pending? I'm just curious.
Man.
Are you still pending, Ohio? Let us know, 1986.
So, Seeker of the month for you, Jay, was Stranger Thing, Phone Posits.
Yes.
For me, I was like, when I tell you, like, my heart fluttered for the Frag Union Varsity Reds. Like, that was my shoe that I really, 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 really wanted. Okay. Like, man. So happy I got those. That was my top shoe.
Listen, I'm happy for you because listen, y'all, wear your kicks. This dude, since last year heard about him. That's all he was talking about, and I ain't gonna lie, them Stranger Things is all I was talking about. And we tried to do a swap with each other. Pause on that because I tried to help him get his, and he was helping me get mine, just to make sure we both like. You know what I'm saying? We would have what sneakers we really wanted. Because I said, hey, y'all can have the frags. Just give me the Stranger Things and I'm happy. And he was like, you can keep the Stranger Things. Just give me the frag. And it worked out for both of us, which is fire, man. True Swag TV said, I hit 3 Wolfies.
Ooh.
My guy said he hit on 3 Wolfies.
Ooh. Someone else today hit on 3 Wolfies also.
Ooh.
But then, we had people talking about they didn't hit nothing until today. So shout out to everybody that got dubs today. Look, if y'all took L's today, there are going to be some restocks that are going to happen, guys. So make sure you're paying attention. There will be there's more out here. There's more Wolf Grade 5s out here, guys. There are. Now when they're going to drop them, that's the only question.
Listen, here's something interesting. This sneaker went up in value after the release, but I do feel like it's going to go down. I'm talking about the Wolfies. It says from a 9.5 is 340, a size, according to GOAT. 10 is 338, 10.5 is 353, a size 11 is 356, 11.5 is 354, a 12 is 352, a 12.5 is 365.
So I will say this though, the one thing you can't see is how many shoes have been bought. So the way it works is that remember, what's going to show up first is the shoe at the lowest price point that someone put that size for. So when you were talking about the price of those shoes prior to release, they were like in the 340s, right?
Yep.
So what you weren't able to see, at least you can't see this on GOAT, but you can see it on StockX, is to how many pairs are at that particular price point, and then how many pairs that got sold or bought at that price point, right? And then you can also see what that particular size 11, like what the prices are afterwards. So there could have been like 10 pairs and a size 11 listed at 340, and they all got bought up. And now the next cheapest size someone had sitting there for like 360.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, but it does look like from that standpoint, like the shoe now has gone up in price, which technically it has because that particular person is selling it for that. But someone could come on there and start to undercut them, you know. And then once people start getting their pairs in hand, you know, a lot of people will be okay making 30, 40 bucks off the shoe and start killing the damn market on the sneakers, bro. You know how that is.
True Swag TV said, I wanted the Stranger Things. T the Great said, good morning, fellas. What's up, family? True Swag said, that's a better pickup, Jay. Hey, I appreciate you, Doty. T the Great said, gotta be patient and put that footwork in. And absolutely, 2025 taught a lot of people something. Like I said, I've been saying it, slow down. Just don't turn around and pick up kicks immediately. Trust me. I do feel like the Wolf Grays will either A, if they don't restock, I know this sneaker will start to start tanking. So slow down. Zoe Wolf said, yes, that's facts. And I'm assuming he's talking about where your kicks was saying about the StockX and then the resale on kicks. So yeah, I agree with him.
Yeah.
I agree 1,000% with him.
Yeah. Listen, and it's tax time, guys. Like these brands ain't stupid. They gonna they gonna put these shoes out here for you guys to buy. Like you gonna see restocks on stuff. You've been seeing restocks on stuff. You know, I've seen recent restocks on Taxi 12s. I've seen restocks on obviously Black Hats, obviously Gammas. Plus, look what's coming up in March. Look what's coming up in March. You got Laker 4s on the way. You got the Chicago 13s. They're on the way. End of the month, the Off-Whites. The Off-White. Now, bro, they talking about them things is going to be limited.
That's allegedly. Listen. If I'm only picking one sneaker for the month of March, the Off-Whites. I'm claiming victory. I'm claiming I will have that kick.
Let me go to this J23 app real quick. Let me see what we got. Retail.
All right. TV said, where your kicks have a better pickup as well. Shout out the King in the building, man. T the Great said, yesterday I was fortunate to get the Unions at my local store, FCF. I left the store around noon. They still have plenty of pairs of the Union Stranger Things. People just got to go to places and look. I've been saying that so much. Put in the footwork.
Well, because
put in the footwork.
Didn't Shoe Palace? The Shoe Palace have Stranger Things
online?
Oh, okay, but DTLR had them in store though.
I'm sorry. Shoe Palace. No. I don't think Shoe Palace. At least my Shoe Palace did not. But yes, online DTLR. Yes.
DTLR had them. I know that.
Yes.
There was a couple places that had them. The Stranger Thing foam pot, which was actually kind of surprising that so many different places had them. So there was definitely more pairs out there than we suspected. That being said, right now I'm looking at the J23 app and Laker 4s March 7th, and then Alaska Off-Whites March 28th.
Yes.
That's all that's being shown on here right now.
Yes. I'm going to have this. I'm claiming victory. I'm going to have those Off-Whites. I'm claiming victory right now. I
personally think we're going to get a restock on some of these shoes that dropped here in February. I don't know. I just kind of have a small feeling it may not be over for the Frag Union sneakers. It may not necessarily be over for them. I don't know. I got a feeling.
I told y'all, not because of the hype, but I told y'all the best Frag Union to release was the black and white pair. While I'm going to be in Tokyo, the only problem for me is the main problem is shoe size. But if I can get those black and white Frags, I'm gonna cop them while I'm in Tokyo. To me, that's the best pair, not because of limited, but because I just think it's the best pair. And I told you guys, the other Unions, I'll go for them, but I'm not excited for them, to be honest with you. Those frag unions, I'm just not excited for them. If I grab them, great. If not, I don't even care. But if I can grab them joints while I'm in Tokyo, y'all, I'm gonna grab them. I'm gonna give y'all that review. Straight up.
You gonna do it from Japan if you find them?
I don't know if I'm gonna do a review from Japan. I mean, I could.
Why not? You walk in the store. I'm in Japan. I'm buying these joints straight up.
Well, I'm trust me. I'm gonna be vlogging and stuff. Yes, but when I get back, I'm gonna show everybody what I saw on my sneaker channel, and then I will be starting my travel channel when I get back to Tokyo. So I'm gonna start my travel channel, y'all.
Them 95 neons is what I need to. Oh, you know what? Thank you. You know what? Thank you for bringing that up, because my stupid ass ain't thinking about Sneakers app has what's showing upcoming too. I'm looking at the J20. Okay, so March 5th, we have the Air Max 90 neon yellows. Also, the men's and women's Air Max 95 big bubbles, the neons. March 6th, we have the Air Max Air Griffey Varsity Royal and Volts. Let's see here. March 7th, women's Air Jordan 1 High OG Psychic Blue Pale Ivory. I bet you these are coming in extended. They are coming in extended. Up to a women's 14, men's 12 and a half, so somewhat extended. Laker 4s are the same day. March 13th, we've got, you know what? Let me bring this up on the Sneakers app real quick.
There you go.
This nonsense off.
Hey, Destino, he said, I stayed in line at Shoe Palace since 6 a.m. and I was able to get them at 8 a.m. The foot traffic never fails me. Tita Gray said, I don't have those stores in my, I don't have those stores. We have a store called Corporate Got 'em. They usually have hot releases and they do FCS. I have been a few times in the different releases and I have always been able to get a pair or two. Shout out, man.
Well, you know what the Corporate Gotham's are, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
we have the Corporate Gotham.
Oh, yeah.
The hell are they called? Airships.
Come on now.
All right.
Right up there.
All right, y'all can see the screen pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so obviously today, Wolf Grade 5. March 2nd, the ACG Utility Trail. These are the Air Max 90 that I was talking about. Here we go with the Air Max 95s. Are you going for these, Jay?
You know it. Y'all know when it comes to the 95, this colorway is king, but I'm probably going to pass.
Yeah, I don't personally, I don't understand the obsession with these. I get it, but I don't understand it.
Wow.
I'm not that big of a fan of these joints.
So I had them as a kid, and I had them like 2 or 3 times. And I'll be honest with you, man, that's my favorite colorway. I love them.
And I like Air Max 95. Don't get me wrong. This colorway just don't excite me like that.
Dang.
All right, so we got Griffey's here. You know,
I'm passing on the Griffey.
Trying to bring the Griffey's back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. These are those women's Air Jordan 1s I told you about. But here we go, Laker 4s.
I need them. Gotta snag them.
Yeah, Laker 4s are nice.
4 is a king in my book, y'all. Y'all know that 4 is a king.
Now, here's something I'm kind of surprised about here. We got some Converses coming out here.
Mm-hmm.
This is something different.
What does that Converse remind you of?
It's not a Nike brand, I'll tell you that. It reminds me of.
Come on, say it. I know you want to say it. Say it. Say it. Just say it.
Okay. The first shoe that came to mind are the Grant Hill Filas.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, you saw the same thing?
Yes. That's what I was like, yeah.
That's so wild, bro. I'm looking at these and I don't know, like the shape of the shoe just reminded me of the Grant Hills.
Yes, we were.
Yo, do you feel like it's time that they drop those again, the Grant Hill joints?
I mean, I don't mind. I
Who
wouldn't
owns
mind.
Fila now? Who owns Fila?
I wouldn't mind, but I mean, remember when Fila tried to make their comeback and then they came back for like 2 months and then after that, that was it.
I mean, there's only one real shoe that people as a whole really like, and that's them Grand Hills. The all whites with the black patent leather trim.
Man.
All right, let's see here.
What up, Silky? What up,
What's,
King?
you a fan of these phone posits dropping? The UNC looking joints?
Come on, now, listen, come on. You know, yes.
Now these are the pros.
These are the pro models.
I
These
thought
are
you
not
didn't
the
really
pennies.
like the pros though.
I prefer the pennies over the pros, but some of the pros I do like. Just like the we're getting the black and white pros, which I gotta grab them joints, man. But some of the pro models, like I do like, and this color right here is fire. It's fire.
And then shifting into April, we got a pair of LeBrons here, which
what are those? Just stop. What are those? Stop.
It's this colorway, bro.
Just
you know what these remind me of? These remind me of the Devin Bookers, them orange Devin Bookers that they came out with.
Oh my god, bro, those fruit punch. What? Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
What?
I don't.
Bro, what? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Those Devin Bookers remind me of like Nike just going to the recycling bin and grabbing all like milk cartons, bro.
Yeah.
The plastic and just putting them joints together.
Them Devin Booker joints is not
horrible.
And them LeBron colorway, like,
oh my gosh,
nah, bro.
Silky Johnson said, "Walked in and walked out of Hibbett's first pair secure."
Nice. He said first pair. Yep. First pair secure.
Yep. Kane said, "Hey, did you get the phone pause of Stranger Things?" Yes, I did, Kane. Salute.
Hold up, real quick. WSS has kid sizes 3.5 through size 6 available on WSS online right now. Size 3.5 through size 6 in the Wolf Gray 5s. Yep.
Okay. Sneaker Tyler, salute, brother.
Let me check the men's real quick.
Mm-hmm.
See if they have any of the men's. So WSS has sizes 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 11, and 11.5 available right now while supplies last on WSS website. So if y'all looking for Wolf Gray 5s,
yep,
and those sizes I read out to you are there, go ahead and try.
Sneaker Tolerator said, then those LeBron 23s are the worst creasing shoes ever. Laughing out loud. Wow.
We said that when we saw the 40Ks, and they put that, that's the same material that they put on the Louis Vuitton Air Forces, though. That shiny tinfoil looking material that they put on there. Like, I have yet to see anybody rock them Jones in the wild. I don't even think they've really made it on anyone's foot. They're all just tucked away in someone's closet on display. Just because I just feel like with the material they use on there, them things gonna crease like aged milk.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like those LeBrons, the 40Ks, to me, and I said this before, to me that's a talking piece, and I do think that 40K is fire though.
The 40K, and I love the packaging of it too.
Oh man,
the packaging was really good with the 40Ks.
Yes,
but I think we all collectively said, I ain't gonna have that joint on foot though, because it just, it would just crease up like crazy.
Yep. Zoe said, do you think the Stranger Things will go up in price when the chaos settles and everyone got their pairs? Let me say this. I think it has a potential of going up. And the reason why I'm saying is because Jay, y'all know I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. Like, I've seen Stranger Things twice, the whole entire series twice. That's how much I love Stranger Things. When they come off with the spinoff with Nancy, I do feel like that will have a propensity to project that sneaker a little bit higher going up. So if you a Stranger Things fan, like you know the whole significance behind this, I mean this sneaker, just not the little small stuff. I'm talking about the whole entire scope. And listen, I'm so excited to give you guys the sneaker review on these Stranger Things, man. I'm about to go crazy on this one.
But is it the best Stranger Things sneaker though?
Yes.
You think it's
Yes.
better than the weapons?
Yes. And the weapons was listen, the weapons
The
was
weapons
nice.
are dope. The weapons are dope.
To me, this is the best one.
Here's the thing about them foams, though, Jay. There were a little, little rumblings out there. People trying to say, kind of like these a little better than the Galaxies and the Galaxy Foamposite joints.
I'm looking at my Galaxies right now.
Oh, and Jay hasn't tried to rebuff that yet. He's like,
I'm over here looking. I'm looking across. I'm looking across.
You might, Jay. You might have to do a Galaxy versus Stranger Things.
And hold on. Hey, y'all, where your kicks is trying to sucker me in right now?
No, I'm not sucking you in. I'm not sucking you in. I'm just helping you out with some content ideas.
No. I am not giving the answer yet until I get him in hand.
I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you to give an answer, but the fact that you use pump faking, you hesitating. You pump faking right now, like, yeah.
Hey, what you say? Stutter?
Yeah. Stuttering. Yeah. Jay's like, hold up. That may not be out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I'm glad you have an open enough mind to even consider the argument.
Oh, yeah.
Because for a lot of people outside of obviously the Orlando Magic pennies, the Galaxy foams is basically like that king Foamposite. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say most people would definitely say it is king.
Yeah. Would you say the penny Foamposites first? The all blue joints at the top, and then Galaxies, or you could see it being like a 1A, 1B, depending on how you want to rank them?
That's interesting because unfortunately this is so out the norm for me. I would probably have to say 1A, 1B. I cannot officially say 1 and 2.
Okay. Damn. Do you have the penny joints?
I do not have the penny foams. I need them.
Oh, could you imagine a triple header, head to head to head? Pause. The pennies, the Galaxies, and Stranger Things. Although, what's that one? The Anthracite. There's like one that's got like some.
Yes.
Some
you talking about the green pair?
I don't know. It's got like skulls or something on the side. Them things are up there too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. What do they call them? Anthracites.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not even close to one of the best. I mean, it's tight, but listen, if you guys are a Foamposite fan, you guys would know that the Foamposite mirror. People lost their mind over the Foamposite mirror. Do y'all recall the mirrors?
Yeah. Also, Jay, they're gonna release those Foamposite Melrose joints with the gold laces that we've seen, right? They eventually come into the sneakers app, and I gotta say, them joints are nice.
They coming home.
Them joints are nice.
They coming home. Did you hear what I said? They coming home.
I don't even think you knew about them till I brought them up, did you?
No, I knew about them, but not coming to sneakers app.
Oh, yeah.
Not coming to sneakers app.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
look, I put it to you like this. Them Stranger Things, to me, they blow both Tekkens out the water.
Oh, I agree with you.
The Tekkens, they blow the Tekkens out the water.
I agree. I agree.
Especially that purple pair that a lot of people was liking. What was it? 2 pair of Tekkens or was it 3 pair of Tekkens?
It was
the white joints that I hit. The eggplant, yeah.
And the white.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, man. But as far as but like I said, man, as far as the yeah, I don't know. Galaxy versus Stranger Things. Galaxies versus Stranger Things, bro. You got to do that review.
Oh, it's coming.
You
It's
got to do
coming.
that head to head.
Pause. It's coming. Hey, Sneaker Tyler Ritter, you speaking facts. He said, I'm excited for the camo phones this summer. Now remember, those camo phones, they're the pro model. They're the pro model. But yes, bro. Yes, I'm excited for those as
I
well.
mean,
Those
look,
camo.
those are well and good, but let's keep it a bean. We know the top phones right now for this year.
Hey, Ali, what's up, man? You said prices up or down. Which one we talking about,
He
fam?
talking
Let
about
us
on
know.
the Stranger Things.
The prices are up on them. They're up.
Prices they're up. They're gonna go down when people start getting them in hand, but I don't know. I feel like the ceiling for them is probably like around 400. What do you think, Jay? Depending
You
on
know,
size.
I'm not going. Listen, this market is so funky right now, man. Like,
Mm,
because let's be honest, right? So the phone posits have absolutely steadily stayed at around that 330, 335 price point. It's like
mm,
holding solid,
mm,
which in this day and age is a lot. That means that says a lot about the kick itself.
mm,
Um, any sneaker can go down, any sneaker can go up. It's so crazy how the market is right now. This I can be honest with you, I can't read the market since 25 to right now. The market has been real wonky.
yeah, you're right.
But I think it's gonna hold. It's gonna at least stay in that 300 price range for sure. And I don't think it's gonna be the low threes. And right now
Okay.
it's the low threes. I get I get y'all. It's like low threes right now, but I feel like it will have the ability to go up, especially like I said, when that spinoff happens in Stranger Things,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna
Yeah, I
go up.
got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think the Stranger Things is the best sneaker that has released so far in 2026. I'm telling you right now. That's my opinion.
I can't say it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. Respectfully disagree. Um, but that being said, uh, it's a dope shoe. I'll tell you that. It's definitely a dope shoe. But the best of so far of 26. Um,
mm, mm,
um, and I'm trying to remove like my bias for the unions out of it. Like,
mm,
um,
mm.
let me think here. Just of what else has come out so far. Eh,
Hey,
you know what? You know what? I may have to backtrack on that a little bit. I may just have to.
okay.
Um, because like my, person, like I said, like Union Frags is what I these varsity red Union Frag. I've been talking about them since the moment I seen the conception of these joints. I've been wanting
Sure.
those joints. So for
True.
me, that's what I've been wanting to come through. But I will say, as far as the most unique looking sneaker, like I give it to these Stranger Thing phone pods. I give it to them. You know, um,
Mm,
so yeah,
mm.
but we got a long way to go. We got one shoe. I'll tell you one shoe. I'm disappointed in is the Tiana Taylor's.
Whoa, did you say disappointed? I want to hear this.
Disappointed. I do
Whoa,
not like the way the Tiana Taylors look at all. I think
really?
that concrete look on the story's dope, but the design, I don't like it. What I thought was going to come out with them were the thorns were going to be removable, I thought the concepts look better versus what we actually got.
So listen, man, you and I, man, like, bro, we never agreed a lot. God, dog. I honestly think the Tiana Taylors, from the images, hey, I think it's a hit, man. For the ladies with those thorns, I think that's fire. I think it's, hey, listen, them Tiana Taylors is smack-alicious, bro. I like them. Chad, let us know what y'all think about them Tiana Taylor, them thorns, man. Because to me, they fire. Peter Great, you got kicked out, but you've been listening to the live. We appreciate you, Dodie. Wishful, hey man, wishfully thinking. Where you been at?
She turned the 3 into basically a Jordan 4 net. Oof.
Wow.
Damn, I didn't even think about the nets like that, but yeah. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see here. You
I'm
said
still
YouTube
here, fam. I'm
kicked
still
me
here,
out the live. Yeah, it ain't us that kicked you. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know. And shout out to Sneaker Tyler. 17 months. Damn. It's been a member that long?
Yep.
Damn. Appreciate that love indeed. Appreciate everybody tapped in right now. We only got a few minutes here left before we go ahead and shut it on down for the day. Shout out to everybody that got dubs today on the Wolf Grade 5. And for those of y'all that will be getting dubs once you put in some footwork, get on them restocks. Let's see here. Oh, HBCU said he got a dub. All right.
Let's go.
Congratulations on that.
Yes.
Congrats. Look, bro, like I said, I mean, yeah, Tiana Taylor's I'm not excited for it all, bro.
Hey, you know what? Wishfully thinking, I know exactly what you're saying. That whole situation that went down with her and Iman
Iman Shumpert
is diabolical, bro. I you ain't lying about that one. Facts. You preaching. You preaching to the choir.
So you think okay, so you think the Stranger Things did a lot better than the Dornbecker 17s? Because I feel like the Dornbecker 17s had a wave of people trying to track them down.
No, I mean, honestly, I would probably say maybe the Dornbecker 17s did better. But for me, I don't think the Dornbecker 17s is better than the Stranger Things phone posits. I just don't think so. The Dornbecker 17s probably is the second best release this year, in my opinion.
I would say when we go to do our top 10 list towards the end of the year, I would say it's probably going to be a big argument for the 17s to be in the top 10, maybe even top 5, maybe even there's an argument for them to be around the top 5. I don't know.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see how everything plays out, but listen, I feel like, the thing is we got revisionist history too, because so many things are coming out, Jay, that it's kind of hard to forget the energy that was there for the Dornbecker 17s. It's kind of hard to remember energy for a shoe that dropped in January come December.
You're right. People, that energy shifts at the end of the year. People are more excited about the end of the year, and they forget about what happened at the beginning of the year. That is absolutely correct.
Now, that being said, Darvin, let's go with you. So I got Jordan 1 Unions. Jay, did you hit the Unions, Jay?
No, I didn't hit on Unions.
So I hit the Unions yesterday. Wolf Grays, we both kind of passed on. These Stranger Things are probably my best sneakers at W ever. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
congrats on that.
But one second, I'm sorry. So for Darvin, man, hey bro, that Union and that Wolf Gray is kind of like, I'm probably gonna, if we talk about the black and white pair, I'm gonna say just off the strength alone, off the black and white pair of the Unions, I'm gonna have to go to Unions over the Wolf Grays. But overall, I would probably have to say Wolf Gray.
No. Varsity Red Unions, personally, over Wolf Gray. Varsity Red. Listen, to me, the Varsity Red Unions are the best Union Friday drop, in my opinion. That's my opinion. That's the best one they drop. And I'm telling you, that leather quality looks so nice, bro. It looks so nice. I can't wait to get them Jones in hand. Laker 4s will be a problem. I feel like I got to pop outside just to get a pair. No easy cop for those. We'll have to wait and see, because they are supposed to be at all major retailers.
Yep.
And I sent a clip to Jay in our group chat how they were showing Laker 4s to a bunch of people, and they were like, "This is a nice shoe," but they were like, "Nah, I'm good on them though." And if you remember, a couple of years ago, remember we got those Women Canyon 4s that dropped with the real hairy suede on them. Yep. They came in extended sizing.
Correct.
And people were after them hardcore. I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Listen, energy always changes come release time. So we'll have to see as we lead into it. But remember, we were supposed to get Laker 4's All-Star Weekend, and then they pushed it to March 7th.
Yep.
So let's see. Union Frag Varsity Red are potentially my sneaker of the year. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, that's a bold statement right there.
All right, Sneaker Tyler.
It's too early for sneaker of the year talk right now.
Wow.
Except for whether or not a shoe might be in the list.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, Foam Posits probably going to be in it. Dornbeckers is I think going to be in the top 10 conversation. Stranger thing, Foam Posits got a chance to be there in top 10 conversation. But we'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep. A lot of sneakers is dropping this year. So
that being said, Jay, we got any? Let's see here. My man said rocking my Dornbecker 17s right now.
Yes.
Shout out to you.
Wishfully thinking. Fire, bro. Fire.
All right, Jay, you got anything before we go ahead and close on out for the day?
Chat, without y'all, this is not possible. Ghost Watchers, double tap that screen. Like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. Come on now. You know the mob.
Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody tapped in today on the Saturday Wolf Grade 5. Shout out to everybody that got dubs since Friday, Saturday. Listen, if y'all missed out on them 5s, you will have another opportunity at them here at some point soon. It's tax time. Trust me, Nike and Jordan Brand, not only do they want your money, based on last year's sales, looks like they need your money.
And guess what? They making money.
Yeah, man. If you're new in here, man, make sure y'all go ahead and sub up to my guy, Jay Elevated, myself, Way Kicks 26, and to the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. We try to go live for y'all every Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We haven't had the full crew in a couple weeks, but hopefully here in the near future, we will have all 4 horsemen once again. But that being said, everyone have a safe, fun weekend. Have those notification bells turned on because you never know when we may pop up and go live just like we did last night. That being said, guys, we'll catch you next time. Peace.